Still talking about good roads, okay? Because, good roads promote development and progress in the society, as they do not just connect places, but opportunities as such. President Bola Tinubu said his vision is to complete and expand all key road projects across Nigeria to ease transportation. At the inauguration of the Section 2 of the Abuja-Kaduna-Zaria Kano Road project, President Tinubu, who was represented by Governor of Kaduna State, Uba Sani, said the highway, which connects the Federal Capital Territory FCT with about 12 states across the north central, northwest, and northeast, will aid economic and social development. Okay, let me use this opportunity to welcome GKB. GKB, thank you so much for joining us on Johnny's Hangout.
It's a pleasure.
Now, looking at this project, the president's vision to overhaul Nigeria's road infrastructure. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, it's a timely thing, really, because for two reasons. The last time we had this massive level of development was in the 70s. With the Lagos-Ibadan, Ilorin-Jeba Road, the Kaduna-Kano Road, and all that. So we've not done anything in 30, 40 years, basically but the Buhari administration started the revolution, if I can use that word, basically to make sure things are done for rail and road. And it's not only at the federal level, even at state level. For example, I know that in Oyo State, they've opened up a road they call the Akala Road that linked one part of the city to the other part from Akpata. You can now move straight towards coming to Rita Challenge. And on the other side, they're also building one from somewhere along the express to come out at Ashegire. So a lot of developments going on all over Nigeria, but this is a major road project. I think it's third only to the Lagos-Calabar Road.
The coastal road.
And then the Badagry-Sokoto Road in terms of importance. Because ultimately what Nigeria needs, because by now we have about 99,000 square kilometers as a country. By now, at this our age, 60-something plus, we should have a road moving from Lagos to Sokoto to Maiduguri.
Single stretch.
Yeah, just keep moving. You can move on, and then you can move from Calabar to Abuja, then go back to Sokoto, and Lagos to Abuja, then go back to Maiduguri. That should be for example, in the US, as we are aware, they have roads that link from the east to the east coast to the west coast. That's the way development should be able to
Exactly. Now, we just talked about road infrastructure, but let me ask you, since the president assumed office, in the area of road infrastructure development, if you're to score the president, how well has he done?
You see, I'm being careful now. If you look at the indices for assessment, for example, I just traveled from Abuja to Benue. And when I saw the road, in fact, someone even warned me that the road is bad, but I was shocked with what I saw. I saw a very good road.
No, really?
I saw 4 different toll gates. You know, when Nigerians hear toll gate, you understand. There is that panic. But okay, they collect 500 from the car, and I was like, okay, who did this? They told me the immediate past administration. That's under Fashola. And I'm seeing that continuity. So for me, I don't want to be pigeonholed into giving credit to administration when it comes to roads, because it's their job. It is what they should do.
Absolutely.
It is not something we should be clapping for them. But because we have found ourselves
starved.
Exactly. We've been starved. You know, you remember the story of Ota Road, when the president who lives in Ota, did not pay attention to what leads to his house. And you ask yourself, why shouldn't I celebrate, Buhari, the Tinubu administration for taking care of Lagos-Ibadan Road that has been abandoned for years? I don't know whether you understand the context.
I get your point.
So, for me, I just feel the president is doing what is expected of him. The president is doing what is natural. And for me, it can only continue and build that template
Okay.
for succeeding administrations
to come.
that you, because I can't remember somebody reminding me that Trump fixed this road, that Bush fixed this road. You know,
they built this flyover.
When there is a pothole, excuse me, somebody who can sue the government for having pothole on your road.
Yeah, my grandma did that in London.
Exactly. So what I'm saying
pothole.
is, we shouldn't be. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. I don't know whether I'm disappointing you now. But I'm just saying that there's a reason why we're celebrating them, and we're up to 5%. And the people who fly will still need the road sometimes to connect one state to the other.
Exactly.
So road is a necessity. It is something that every one of us has got to pass through.
GKB, your thoughts on this?
Well, I agree. I think that we are behind when it comes to the quality of road. Because I remember that as far back as the 70s, there was a plan to have the Pan-African road that moved from Badagry to Calabar.
Okay.
They moved on to Cote d'Ivoire. They moved on to Congo. That, of course, our own portion is the one that is lagging behind. Most other countries have done their
completed theirs.
Cote d'Ivoire portion is done. Even the one from Benin to Togo to Ghana, I think that is a reasonable level. So whenever we have a government that is paying attention to roads, infrastructure generally, one needs to give them the kudos and encouragement.
Now, the thing is, this entire road project, you know, from Abuja passing through Niger to Kaduna, Zaria, and ending in Kano, is close to about ₦1 trillion in total.
Yeah.
Are you confident that this project can be achieved?
Yeah. The roads.
Financing, funding of this project.
Well, most of them are people.
Because it's a major,
but you know,
that's a major problem.
It's not only the roads that have been done. Don't forget, before Fashola left, they also had an idea of a private-public partnership.
Yes, exactly.
For example, I know as of last week, there was going on between the Shagamu interchange to come out of Papalanturu.
Okay.
And which, of course, ultimately move on to Ilaro, then to the border, which to me is key. Because imagine coming in from Republic of Benin through, I don't know, what's the name of that
Seme, I know.
No, that's not Seme,
okay.
the Ogun State one.
Okay, Diroko.
And if you come through Diroko, it is estimated that if the road is well done, it is 4 hours from Republic of Benin to Benin City.
Really?
Yeah. That's how good it will be if that can be achieved. And I'm sure these pockets of roads are going on all over the country.
Sure.
Like I told you, I was in Ibadan over the weekend, and I was impressed with the quality of vision. What's the name of the governor again?
The governor of Ogun State?
Makinde.
Okay, Oyo State.
Makinde is trying to achieve. Because, like I said, you are cutting off Ibadan totally. For somebody going to Abuja or going to Ife, you don't have to go inside
Ibadan metropolis. Okay.
You move from what they call it, Quarry. Once you turn at Quarry, you come out at Ashejire. Ashejire is at the border, near Ikiri.
Okay.
You are cutting off the entire city of Ibadan. And don't forget Ibadan is as big as some states.
Sure.
So things like this are going on. Don't forget the bridge that was done between Enugu and Moka, Benue State, that cut the journey from Benue to Enugu by 3 hours. And I can give examples all over the country. Interventions have been done. It's not there yet. Don't let's fool ourselves. We still have a long way to go.
Okay.
But as far as I'm concerned, I wish the day will come that somebody who sits in Lagos, start his car, and without branching anywhere, get to Sokoto, and from Sokoto drive down to Kano, and to Maiduguri, then come back down to Calabar, and then enjoy what will now be the old Calabar Lagos road.
Exactly.
Come back to Lagos.
All right, but now the World Bank said something very, very critical. He said that Nigeria has a $2.3 trillion infrastructure gap. It also went on to say that it says that hundreds of billions of dollars need to be spent annually for we to actually, close this gap. Financing is key here. What are your thoughts on this?
You see, another thing you must give to this administration, you need to study their budgeting system.
Okay.
A lot has improved in terms of capital as against recurrent. Is, in fact, there was a time in this country where recurrent expenditure was about 85%. And you're spending 15%, and you're talking of development. I also remember the lamentation of Fashola then, when he was calculating the money he spends as a governor to fix roads in Lagos State was somehow higher than what was budgeted at the federal. So it means total neglects to road infrastructure as a government. But this government, go and check. The capital is higher. They are taking the issue of infrastructure very seriously.
True.
And it's easier to get loans and get money from people when you mention capital projects. I know where your worry might be is that are Nigerians ready to pay for the maintenance of this structure?
The tolling.
The tolling. Maybe because it's not a discussion for today.
Exactly.
But trust me, whatever needs to be done, and I think one unique thing is that this infrastructure is going across the country. So no region is being preferred against other regions.
Exactly.
And that is why he's across the country. What he is doing, very deliberate. And trust me, whether we pretend or not, Nigerians will vote based on this performance.
Exactly. Because
so I know that as much as we're not talking politics, we're talking governance, we're talking infrastructure. This is a development. This is key. But I pray that one day we'll look beyond election and know that this is a must.
Exactly.
This is something you must do. You are not doing Nigerians any favor. It is what you must do. We cannot afford to be having accident due to bad roads.
Exactly. My brother say in London, if he goes on, he doesn't have to plead the blood of Jesus. He doesn't have to pray because he knows the roads are good. But
I'll give you an example.